The sound of silence. No cheers, no clapping, no adoring fans. Just the sound of your pride hitting the floor before your body does. You really thought you had me, didn't you? You thought this would be your storybook ending. The underdog finally gets his revenge. The crowd goes wild. But then, fade to black. Cue the violins. No, that is not your ending. You see, this is my court. And in my story, the villain wins. Every single time. You trained for this moment your whole life, didn't you? You watched tapes of me. You watched videos. You studied my footwork, my crossover, my shot release. You thought knowledge could be close to the gap between us. But see, you never understood something crucial. Basketball isn't played only on the court. It's played in the mind and the soul. Now you can mimic my moves, but you'll never match my will. I was forged in fire. Backyard courts with a double rim and no net. Blood on the pavement. Fighting for every single rebound like it was the last scrap of food on the table. And you? You had sneakers with your name on them. And before you even earned your first foul, you had a private trainer, an AAU tutor, your dad in the stands yelling at the refs. You played basketball. I survived it. So when we finally stepped onto this court, no refs, no one there to bail you out, no bright lights, just you and me, one on one. You should have known that you were walking into the lion's den, wearing meat on your clothing. That move I hit you with at the very end, the spin into a step back. Now, I didn't invent that, but I did lab it for hours. I was the one in the gym, 3 in the morning, lights flickering, no coach, no trainer, just me and the bride. You reached, you fell, and then when you looked up, the ball was already in the net. You know, it's funny. All this talk for years, he's overrated, no one pays attention, he's just hype, he ain't built like that. Well, guess what? This was the big moment. And now you're lying there, breathing heavy, staring up at the rafters like you're waiting for a miracle. But guess what? No one is coming to save you. No one. You lost. Not just the game. You lost the illusion that you were ever on my level. Let me tell you what is going to happen now. Tomorrow, when it's all said and done, because you better believe someone recorded that ankle snapping, game-ending fadeaway, people are going to start asking questions. What happened to the chosen one? Why couldn't he beat him when it mattered? And most importantly, was he ever that good to begin with? These are questions the people are going to ask. You'll try to downplay it, turn off your phone, hit the gym even harder, convince yourself you had an off night. But deep down inside, you'll know the truth. You'll know that the moment finally came. The grudge match. The legacy-defining game. And you weren't enough. Because see, I don't just play for points. I play for dominance. I play to break spirits. You wanna know the real difference between us? When you miss a shot, you look down. When I miss a shot, I look back up and dare the rim to defy me again. You needed this win to validate yourself. Me? I just did it for fun. Yes. At this point, I'm just having fun with you all. For me, this was just a regular Wednesday. Now you'll get up, you'll heal, maybe even win a few games against people who don't know the monster that lives within me. But this scar, this one-on-one beatdown, is permanent. You'll carry this L like a cross. The next time someone asks you who the best is, I already know you're not going to say me. But you'll know. You'll definitely know. See, the game was over before it even began. You stood no chance. And to be completely honest with you, I really don't know how you made it that far. You should have been taken out by some of my underlings before you got to me. But, nevertheless, here you were, standing in front of me, hopeless, as if I was going to give you anything. No, you are just another number, another meaningless victim to my eye. So I put you down like the nothing that you are. This video isn't done by a long shot. Strap in. Now to those of you who are watching this video, I am not speaking about one particular victim. I'm talking about them all. All who dare to step on my court 1v1 as if you are the chosen one. You're not. There is no chosen one. I am simply the being that is here to crush your dreams. Just to show you you're not as good as you think you are. I'm sorry if that comes off harsh, but the truth usually is. That is one of your problems. You don't want to face the truth. You don't want to see yourself for what you really are. But that's one aspect about the game that I love so much. 1v1 teaches you what and who you truly are. You Want to showcase real skill? Come to the 1v1 court. Now I'm not sitting up here pretending as though I'm the end-all be-all. No, simply not true. I can be beaten. It's extremely difficult, and not many have done it. But it is possible. Now I know when you load up against me, you see my build and you think, surely this build can't be great. And that's where you make your first mistake. Underestimating me. Hey, what can I say? I can use builds that most people can't. And if you think that I'm lying, pull up, play me. Just because what you're seeing on the video may not necessarily be quote-unquote impressive, doesn't mean that I can't defeat you. Once again, I'm not pretending to be the best. But I do know one thing. I'm better than you. And you know it. Regardless if you want to ignore what I'm saying, regardless if you think that this is all hype, still doesn't change the fact that everyone that you saw in this video stepped up like they were the one, and they all get put down. You better buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. This is a long video, and yes, I'm talking directly to you right now, the viewer. Let the massacre continue. Another victim. It amazes me, and there is, I will say, a little respect for those who come out with tall builds, and those who try to ISO. You do get a little respect from me. But my God, give me a challenge. When I think about the skill level that I meet on these games, it is quite astonishing. Because I can't figure out, how can a group of people be so bad? Now I know what you must be saying. It's the theater, right? The competition is easier, right? I've done this in the proving grounds as well. Still, the outcome is the same. I know you don't believe. You don't believe in anything. You even do not believe in yourself. And that's why you get the results you get. All I am is just a manifestation of my thoughts. Just like you are a manifestation of your thoughts. It is not my fault you can't compete. It is not my fault that you lack the skills to compete. It's also not my fault that you listened to your favorite content creator and made a build that does not work for you. These things aren't my fault. But when I meet you and completely destroy you, you put the blame on me. I don't understand. I didn't make you make this build. I didn't make you make the build that you're currently using. I simply give you a build that can work in all 5 modes. It is up to you to make it great. It is up to you to become a master. I can't put the work in for you. You must always understand where you are in the scheme of things, and that is your problem. Look at you. You can't guard me. You never could guard me. Look at the score. Yes, give up, like all the others. Moving right along to my next victim. You know, I'll do you worse than the last person. Why? Because I feel like it. And there's honestly nothing you can do. You're weak. You've always been weak. It is not my fault. No one made you hop on the spot. No one made you enter into my lair. You thought you had the skill. You don't. You thought you had the courage. Well, I'll give you that. You had courage. But courage just isn't enough not to beat me. Nah, you need a little bit more. Yeah, you need a little bit more. You need a little bit more fire, a little bit more skill, a little bit more determination. These are things you don't have, nor do I think you ever will have. I do not make any excuses for what I am. I just simply accept myself. I am the other. I am the reason why people shudder at night. I am the one who closes the door for all those who oppose me. I am the one who selected their eye. And for that reason, you feel as though you're entitled to something. Yes, you. The person who can't compete against me. You think you're on my level. You're not. I don't know where you got these goals and ambitions and dreams of defeating me come from. But they're simply a fallacy. The last and final victim of the video. You thought being a mascot that is bigger than me, taller than me, would somehow be in your advantage. Although you are a guard. How silly of you. You see, I understand why people equip these mascots. And I'm not going to pretend like they don't serve a purpose if you use them right. But you, sir, did not. Now, I understand that you felt as though you had a chance. You did something a lot of people could not do. You actually made me try a little bit. I actually had to try against you. This is why I saved you for last. Because it is my fault that I gave you the impression that you had skill. It is my fault that I gave you the impression that you had a chance. It is also my fault that I gave you the impression that you were worthy to face me. You aren't worthy. None of you were worthy. But I am a fan of entertainment. The other does like to be entertained every now and then, and you all 6 of you, serve your purpose. I'm not gonna sit up here and pretend as though this was an enjoyable experience against you, Mr. Mascot. It wasn't. It wasn't an enjoyable experience. Like I said, you actually made me try a little bit. And not in a good way. In a way of, I just want this to be over. And the quicker that I can get that done, the better. You see, everyone else I had fun with, not you. Definitely not you. I just wanted this to be over. To destroy you as quickly as I can. I got it done fairly quickly. But once again, it wasn't fun playing you, Mr. Mascot. But you do serve as a lesson. Doing what you think will win doesn't always guarantee you the victory. You need to plan and have backup plans for when the plan fails. Just trust me, anything and everything can happen on this court. But I don't hate you. No. Why would I hate someone who's a victim of mine? Someone who I had my way with? Why would I dislike you? I dislike your playing style, but I don't dislike you. But I still didn't have fun playing you. So destroying you was all the more sweeter. Because just like you and the rest of the 6 realized, it's all a genjutsu anyway.